This is my new 19-inch LCD flat panel TV that I've mounted on the wall right in front of my bed. So I can watch TV while lying in bed, or I can watch it while I'm at my desk. And nice little television. It's a Westinghouse. And it only cost me $27.10. You might be wondering how I got this beautiful 19-inch TV wall-mounted, all for $27.10. Well, let me explain how I managed to do it. The TV itself I got from the landfill. It was sitting in the electronics pile, waiting to be crushed and melted. And I'm like, I bet there's something really simple wrong with that TV. I know that it is a Westinghouse, so it is obviously not the greatest quality. This is it's actually a Chimei, which is a Chinese manufacturer, sold under the Westinghouse name. And I know they have power supply issues. So I grabbed the TV, and it was missing the original table mount, but I didn't need that anyway. And I took the unit apart, and I found that I forgot the value of the capacitor, but it was right in the power input side of the power supply. Actually, right after the conversion stage. It has a built-in power supply, so there's no AC adapter. Anyway, the capacitor itself had obviously blown its top, so I replaced it with one. It would have cost me around 10 cents if I had bought one, but I actually had a scrap power supply lying in my junk drawer from a computer. So I took the capacitor from this ATX power supply and soldered it in place of the bad one, and after reassembling it, I plugged it in, and sure enough, that's all that was wrong with it. It wouldn't turn on before. I could get nothing out of this TV. You just plug it in, and really, I think it would whistle, but that was all it would do. And now, it's a fully functional TV. It cost me $0.00 to repair, because I happen to have that exact capacitor on hand. And the expense really went into the remote control. I had to buy a universal remote, so I bought this Philips for $7 or $6, I think it was. And the wall mount, which I bought for 20 bucks on eBay. And let me get a better shot of that. This is a very basic wall mount. It allows me to tilt the TV. I'm thinking of getting a wall mount arm so that I can at least bring it away from the wall and angle it towards the desk. But that's a project for a later day. And of course I had to buy this raceway, which was about $6. So, and this hides all the cabling, but it wasn't necessary. I just wanted it to look nice, so I did that. So there's my new television for the bedroom. So if you happen to have one of these Westinghouse TVs, I forget which model it is exactly, but they're all basically made by the same manufacturer. They're Chimei's, or C-H-I-M-E-I is how it's spelled. Not sure how it's pronounced. But they have they're notorious for failing to turn on after a couple of months even. They have a very high failure rate, and a lot of these end up in the trash, and they can be fixed with a simple capacitor. So all you do is take the power supply out of the there's a cage inside where all the electronics are mounted. Look at the capacitors, and you'll see one that has a bulge, or it may have already split open at the top. And replace it with a good quality capacitor. The ones that they're using a smaller manufacturer, one of the less expensive ones. I would replace it with a Nichicon, and it should last a little bit longer. But I've been using this TV for about 3 weeks now, and it hasn't failed me yet. So, alrighty, well, I'm going to go watch some TV on my new repaired 19-inch flat panel. And
there's a girl out here who wants to see you. Plain.
Anything good on?
Hey, Dave. Out the door.
Nothing really.
Minded them.
Oh, this is a digital TV. Oh, let's take a look at the inputs it offers. I think I can see those from the side. Are they on the other side? Yeah, they are. It's actually not too bad. Has optical audio input and VGA input, HDMI, component video. Let's see, composite video, audio in, and there's even an audio out. Pretty well featured for what was a $400 TV about 3 years ago. This was made in 1997. I'm sorry, 2007. So it really isn't all that old. Anyway, until then.